If you
Absolutely. Please do that immediately.
Ooh. Apparently, there's drops in Baldur's Gate 3.
Drops?
The not safe for work tag on Ashley's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you watch Twitch streamers, you apparently win something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you get drops every once in a while. That's weird.
All right, I'm googling Baldur's Gate 3 drops now to see what it is.
Baldur's Gate 3 drops rule 34.
Oh, it's just an outfit. You probably don't want it.
I don't wear clothes.
Here's the outfit I posted in the chat.
Clothes are for normies.
Was that like Rick and Morty? It's like, are there pants? No, he said you wouldn't.
It's not worth it. I think the outfit looks stupid, so I'm not doing it.
I think I already have those.
How bad is the outfit that is not worth watching, leaving Twitch on while you're AFK? It's like the lowest effort shit ever.
You already have this Twitch Drops outfit?
I think it's part of the Deluxe Edition one, because if you signed up in Early Access, you got the Deluxe Edition upgrade for free.
Maybe you have it, but it's a different color, because people would be pissed if like the drops was just something that came in the Deluxe Edition.
Yeah, well, you get other stuff as well besides that, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's slightly different.
Wait,
but
did you pre-order, or did you buy the Early Access or whatever?
Yeah, by like 3 days.
Oh, to try to get the stuff?
Yeah.
Achievement unlocked. Down to the wire.
What did it come with?
It came with a purple clothing set, very similar to that, if it's not the same thing. And then there's a legendary helmet that has an ability where you can change your appearance for like a certain amount of time, or you can like completely change your avatar to something completely different. And there was a couple other random like camp items, I think. It wasn't a huge amount of stuff.
Oh, yeah, hear me. Yeah, hear me.
I also hear Phil.
I hear Phil as well.
I also hear Phil. That's an echo.
He told me to burn things.
That's an echo.
He told me to burn. As an echo.
Oh, that's trippy as hell.
Oh, we could have fun with this. La 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 la. I didn't do it twice. You could get so creepy with it. Hey.
She's saying you're creepy.
I'm a dapper gentleman.
Well, so do you want to try and shoot for the 22nd to play again?
Not 15th? What's wrong with the 15th?
I have another go live at work, and
I
will be
again.
I'm actually out the 22nd, 29th in the
Latvia. Oh, fudge. We'll reconvene for our monthly game.
Basically.
Well, what I'm hearing is there's only one person out on the 22nd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can make the 22nd.
But, you know, we don't want to bail on Paul. We can.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't bailed on anybody yet, though.
I mean, it sounds like there's only one person missing on the 15th, too, but I feel like it's still happening.
Well, yeah, let me know how it goes.
I mean, I had a very similar conversation with Jen today, because I was like, yeah, we're supposed to be streaming tonight, but haven't heard from Ashley. She's like, oh, you guys gonna play without her? And I was like, it's kind of hard. She's the captain.
We'll manage.
And you kind of need the captain of the ship.
Yeah.
You kind of do.
So pretty much if it's like Paul and Brad or Paul and Eric or Eric and Brad are gone both, then we're not going to play. But just one of them's gone, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad policy, to be honest, because the chances of one person being off is fairly high.
We could just play Ashley's character.
Some might say 20%.
But it's not.
If Ashley's not here to play the captain, somebody else should. We should play it like a Valley Girl. Captain Keel, he's so dreamy.
Well, I do have to say Ashley's pretty good about actually caring for the crew of her ship in a way that I don't think the rest of you would necessarily.
It's not lore accurate. There is only death.
Fair.
Forgive me for giving a damn about the universe. Don't underestimate how many people we can press gang.
Accurate.
Yeah, just land on a planet, round up a town. Don't be cruel, though. Conscript whole families.
Yes.
The children scrub the engine vents very nicely. Not by hand. They have fuzzy hair. We put them on a pole. All these things would not be out of place in Warhammer, just so you know.
So we're looking at September 5th. That's what I got, yeah.
It's Labor Day. Is anybody taking time off at Labor Day?
It's a Tuesday, though.
I'm not.
Yeah, it's the day after, but a lot of people take vacation on either side. I'm just asking.
I want to,
I'm not.
man.
I'll be here.
That's also the release of Starfield.
Damn
It
it.
will not be around.
I thought it was
that
the
day.
6th.
Well, let's Google that right now. Starfield release.
Starfield.
It's the 6th, that's correct. Well, but what's the early access? Let's look that up. Early access.
Probably 4 days before.
The 1st.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll be 5 days in to
Yeah.
Starfield.
So is that player's that game's multiplayer, right?
No,
No.
it's
No?
only solo.
Constant single player.
All right. I'm thinking of Starfield and Friends.
No, we could do a Baldur's Gate 3 campaign together, but not a Starfield campaign. The phone? We could be on Discord. What are you talking about? The phone. You're dating yourself, Ashley.
All right.
Yeah, I could play.
The 5th. Got it. Okay. Check. Any character upgrade questions or clarifications? Do you even know how to find your character sheets or what your character's name is? Or
What game are we playing again?
I mean, how long has it been since we played? Like, seriously.
It's been 80 years.
almost a month. It was July 11th we played last.
Wow.
Is that all it's been? It feels like longer than that.
All right.
So I don't see Druid Wild Shape on my sheet anymore, Phil. Did you remove it?
They did. In fact, I didn't remove it. The machine god removed it. Mercilessly. And with extreme prejudice. I think it referred to it as heresy. Xenos heresy.
King God must have cheese.
Ooh, it looks like I spent all my XP last time we played.
Ooh.
I really should have spent some XP.
Yeah, I didn't. That's my bad. All right, I'm all right. We'll keep going.
It's fine since I can't gain any wounds. It's all a matter of time anyway.
Yeah, Brad, you're almost dead, right?
Constantly. The Emperor protects. No, I got like half heal last time. I'm like 4 or 5.
Well, and I would say to those who have not spent, remember, it's total spent that unlocks the next rank, not total amount you have. So if you're banking it thinking you're going to spend it on a bunch of rank 2 stuff, you have to spend it to get to rank 2 first.
But can we go above simple with the rank we're at?
Yeah, you can go all the way to expert if you got enough experience, But to buy the skills I think you're going to have to probably go pretty high in your characteristic advances because I don't think you can spend enough on just skills to get to
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
7,000.
And toughness does nothing, right? We calculated that. It only is the beginning that it helps you.
For wounds, it doesn't give you any more wounds. Yeah, you have to take. There's a certain talent I think you have to take that gives you more wounds.
Okay.
Yeah, because changing toughness after the fact will increase your carry weight and your damage reduction.
What does willpower do?
Willpower is, I forget which skills it powers. I can look that up, but it
is that like for madness or insanity or whatever?
Like breaking, like if you're sometimes you can
squad broken
fear in combat and stuff, like your fear tests are probably based on willpower.
What is the test where like you see some effed up shit and then you gotta like make a
willpower.
test?
Yeah.
That's willpower? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for like your insanity tests and stuff. It's all willpower.
And then what are for corruption? Or that there's no test against corruption, you just get corrupt?
I don't think there is. I mean, maybe toughness would, but I think you just get corruption.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go ballistic skill then. Just let's do it. Let's train it up.
Okay.
I'm trained now.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to hit a certain part of the broadside of a barn.
Yeah, I mean, I should be pretty good.
Great. Okay.
Let's just do a test roll just for shits and giggles. So I'm not aiming. Let's call them short range. Oh, look at that. 69.
Nice.
Nice.
That's my new skill check. 6 degrees of success, destroying things.
Nice.
Look, none of us need combat skills. We just have to put Paul in front.
Huh.
Hey, I want to feel like I'm doing something and not just relying on Paul, who's like game-breaking. So
Just for single targets.
I would also like to feel this way. However, it is not an option that's been presented to us yet.
Did you test that with one of your pistols?
Yeah, I did. I'm trying to change my clip back.
Okay, I was gonna say that does use ammo.
Where do you go to change that again?
In your gear.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, back to 4 of 8.
But Vader killed his own stuff.
The Emperor doesn't.
Vader sits outside and goes, "Okay, have enough guys died? I'm coming in." At least 5 stormtroopers have to die.
Was it the end of Rogue One?
Yeah, where he comes out like Jason Voorhees. Just
Now
slash
that
her.
they had the the CGI capabilities to like make the whole thing happen.
Yeah.
Because the suit was extra clunky, like back in the 70s when they shot it.
I will say that in Obi-Wan, they did a really good fight between Obi-Wan and Vader. They also brought the evil back to Vader, if you haven't seen it yet.
They
Haven't seen
also made
Obi-Wan yet,
Leia
so.
super annoying.
Yeah.
Well, watch oh crap, why am I drawing a blank? What's the
Ahsoka?
the Rogue One
Oh, yeah.
Andor.
Andor,
Yeah.
I haven't
Andor
seen
was
Andor yet. Watch
Hmm.
Andor. It's so good.
And yeah, Andor was terrific.
Don't watch Boba Fett.
Boba Fett was good. I like Boba Fett.
Ride the Bantha.
Like a bantha. Yes. Like a bantha. Yes.
That's the worst.
Huh.
No.
I mean, there were some, parts in it where you're like, all right.
The only saving grace was the Mandalorian showed up in that show, and then it was like, all right, we're gonna have a half season of Mandalorian because Boba
It's
Fett
like a season of
sucks.
Mandalorian and Boba Fett.
Yeah, because Boba Fett sucked.
It was not that bad. It wasn't that bad.
You're Brad, of all the people I know that like Star Wars and have watched all the shit, you're the only person, so this is like 1 out of like 20 people I've spoken with about this. You're the only one that likes it.
Look, bitch batted around battle droids with a Rancor. Fuck whatever happened before that. That's good.
Yeah, but that was the Mando parts, right?
Yes.
Like,
No,
I
that
would
was
say,
Boba
like-
Fett. Boba Fett was on the Rancor.
Right. But I mean, those were the episodes where he was there, right? Like the Mandalorian had come into the series. Like at the end of the last couple episodes, I think were good to watch. But
Oh yeah. I mean, I view the thing as like a supplemental material to Mandalorian. Like basically, if you think about like comics, some of the best Spider-Man comics are the ones where Captain America shows up.
yeah, it was just
Or Iron
like.
Man.
But Boba Fett was like, it was just weird. Like,
Secondary?
they wrote him as this character of like, he takes over the huts, but he's not a gangster. He's not going to take money. He's not going to it was like, what do you do?
Yeah,
like
he essentially turned them into Jake and the Neverland Pirates. I know, but
Yeah, they tried to make him like a good guy, and it's like, no, he was a bounty hunter.
well, and even if they did make him a good guy, they didn't
he's
like
just
give
a
him
simple man
full
trying to find
arc.
his way in the world.
Yeah. Anyway,
No, that's the Mandalorian. That's his MO. He's just a simple man trying to find his way in the world, trying to be a dad.
That's literally trying to find my way in the world. That's literally a line from Boba. Are we streaming yet? I'd like to welcome you all to our Star Wars discussion group.
if you want to
I don't think we have anybody online yet.
Okay, big brother.
You should have that ability, right? As the streamer.
Look, you lost half your audience inviting me to play. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it says there are 4 people right now, but it's probably me, Paul, Phil, and your bot would be my guess.
Yeah, I'm not watching.
And I got a chick going who's showing her tits for drops on Baldur's Gate 3 on a different tab. So
What?
Well, I mean, she's wearing like a low cut shirt. I don't know what you guys want, right? Like,
Oh man.
there you guys go.
Yeah.
I don't know. She was the first one that popped up with drops, so I said, "All right, I'll click on it."
All right. Character stuff's done, I'm assuming.
Vaguely.
It's,
So you could tell we haven't been around each other in like a month because we got all this like
Just
side
gotta let it
shit
out.
happening,
Yeah.
you know.
Mhm.
I haven't fully prepped, so I'm good with it. Just
Yeah, you just wanted to end early, so you're like, I could play some Baldur's Gate tonight before I go to bed. I'm on to you, Phil.
I mean, oh no, I think my takeout food is not agreeing with me. Gonna have to log off. Naked Dwarf has come online. Yeah, who had to make all that art? The new guy, that's who.
Well,
Hmm.
you've seen their founder, right? The dude walks around in fucking armor all the time.
Oh,
What?
is it like Grandma's Boy?
Yeah, you haven't seen this guy?
Oh man.
All right, I'm googling it right now.
I am a genius.
Right?
How do you see me?
Where is he at? Yeah, right here. Oh, it's not a good picture of him in the armor. Where's the better picture of him in the armor? Oh yeah, here. This is a great picture. Could you imagine, Phil? This was you sitting in a work meeting. Ready?
Oh God.
Looks uncomfortable.
Would that not be awkward as shit? Like, fucking dude sits down, he's in fucking full plate mail. Like,
Nice.
so.
All sweaty. Like I just leave it on. I don't even take it off at night. It's too hard to put back on. Been wearing this for 2 weeks.
Yeah, there was a video I saw of him like when the game went live. They were all standing around. They all had like champagne glasses and they were toasting, and he was in the full fucking armor. I was like, oh my god.
That's awesome.
Like, do not let him in
Oh.
the server room.
Yeah, here. Yeah, I found I found the picture. Oh, why didn't it paste right? Hmm.
Once again, welcome to our Baldur's Gate stream.
Welcome to nobody watching. How are you doing? Yeah, we're down to 3. We lost one.
I stopped watching.
Goodbye.
This is horrible.
What are you talking about? Who can't have 2 Twitch windows open and Eric linked tits for Baldur's Gate? The voice is clear here.
Nice.
Fine. All right, we ready for the recap?
We are ready.
Be ready.
Ready.
'Cause I'm not, so I'm definitely winning this.
It's season 1 of The Mandalorian. No.
All right, so here we are with Rogue Trader, 41st Millennia, based on the 40k game. For those watching who don't know, we have the crew of the Valkyrie, captained by the Rogue Trader. Trying to blank on her name. Tempest. Yeah.
She doesn't know either.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So, they were
Oh my
basically asked
God.
by the Imperium to help figure out what happened to a convoy. The reason
Australia. I thought she was gonna say it. Sorry, Phil.
The reason they accepted is partly to do with the dynasty of Tempest supposedly owns this planetary system or has laid claim to it, even though there's no record of that in her family line that she knows of. So, on the way to help, they arrived in the system, talked with the Crystal Council, who seems to be to remember the dynasty and is still serving them. They told the crew about the problems that they're having with the Whisperers. So a lot of the people in the system have suddenly turned against the rest of the people and taken over a lot of the system. they seem to be like their physical state. They seem to be change into like a different personality when they attack people or take over facilities. So there's this is a gas giant in the system, surrounded by moons, and the main system's on the main moon called Svard, and there's a gravitational disturbance causing the mass of the planet to be shed into space and is obscuring many of the moons here. So you learned about Silence, which was a very tiny moon that has members of the ecclesiarchy trying to carve the perfect statue of the emperor is what their lifelong mission has been. You visited there and found no evidence of the envoy, but you did find documentation about the dynasty that recorded a history of some mysterious Xenos technology that was found that probably should have been destroyed, but might be worth some money, so was hidden in the planet's atmosphere by your ancestors. And as far as you can tell, they have never come back until now. Which Tempest has read through those books and is keeping them in her quarters and hasn't really shared that information with anyone else, but spoilers for the viewers, I suppose. There was a technology there that you managed to destroy, and that seemed to the statues there were animated, and that seemed to stop that problem. Not finding any clues about the envoy, you've moved on to the moon of Cog, which is the center of their industrial complexes, and you have also kind of gotten a mission from the Crystal Council, or at least they pointed out that the envoy was originally here because they weren't sending goods to the Empire, and you can see why now, because they're not in control of their moons, including the industrial complexes of Cog. If you were to restore those, that would go a long way into giving you parts to repair their fleet, for their starship fleet in the system, as well as getting goods back to the Empire. Further on, there's an installation 23, which is a Prometheus refinery, or Promethium refinery, which is fuel for starships. And you haven't been there yet, but that is another thing that was mentioned by the Crystal Council as being the first place to fall to the Whisperer cult, and also the place where all the fuel for their fleets are processed, which has also kept them from being able to have deliveries or provide you with any starships at all to help in clearing out the system. So, you do have Captain Keel with you, so he's the captain of the Hand of Redemption, which is a cruiser of the Imperial fleet. He's parked the ship outside of the system as to not be overly intimidating to the system government, and hoping that they will cooperate with you. But he has personally been with you along the way here. Up until when you moved into the COG system, in our last session, you came in to the system and found a few of the ships that were two of the ships that matched the signature of the ship that attacked you in the Silence system, and 3 of the normal system ships when you dropped into the system's orbit, or close to the orbit. So you went silent, shut off all your systems to not be detected, and you managed to stay undercover, and came up with an elaborate plan to teleport yourselves to one of the system ships, storm the bridge, and take control of the ship. And beyond all odds, you did just that. So you are having teleported from your Rogue Trader ship, you stormed the bridge and took it, and are now in control of a transport ship Best you can tell from the sensors, you don't see your ship. I mean, not doing a sensor sweep, but just looking at the current logs, your ship is not being your main ship that you transported from has not been detected, or it doesn't show on the scope. The other ships seem to be just moving along in their normal paths. Nobody's deviated, and the crew of the ship, you managed to keep the bridge crew from notifying anyone that you are in control. So as far as you know, the ship is still that you control is still running and doesn't think anything's wrong, and you are in control of it. However, you are not in communication with your ship, so you're not sure what happened after you teleported away.
All right, this sounded good like a month ago. What was the plan? Yep, good plan.
There were two ships that looked like combat vessels that matched the ones that strafed you on the other moon.
That doesn't sound too familiar to me.
Yeah, I thought we
Alright.
were teleporting onto their ship, right?
Yeah, we did.
You did.
We took control
Yeah,
of the
and
bridge.
we were gonna try to sneak down to the surface with that.
Yes, you're on the bridge.
If we try to hail our ship, they're gonna notice us right away. Yeah, pop quiz. Who remembers the ship name?
Yeah, so Tempest is on the bridge, Ashley, and has the full disposal of the bridge in front of her, and you've got, Dutch, your security officer. I think you guys did have one person unconscious. Didn't you leave one person? No, you killed them all,
player?
right? Yeah, you killed them all.
Oh yeah.
No. We
had
kept one
one.
alive.
You did
Yeah.
keep one alive. Okay, yeah. So you got one that's unconscious, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And then you've also got you got Larkin there with his murder servitors moving around, and your priest.
That survivor's on a magic carpet ride thanks to gas.
And everything's covered in blood and body parts, and as the murder servitors tore through the original bridge crew. So
Yeah.
after you threw in a hallucinogen grenade, and they all thought they were invisible, so they.
If I can't see them, they can't see me.
Yeah, you have the full bridge at your disposal, so if you want to command someone to do that and look that up, get that information, or if you want to punch it up on a console yourself, or... Okay, so you're just looking for just a basic sit rep, like I just want to look at the information, or do you want to do some active scanning? All right. Okay, so you
Okay. So
give me so are you just doing a so you're kind of, what are you scanning for? Just like the planet, the other ships. You're looking for your ship.
Larkin. Mm-hmm. I can do that, Captain.
Okay. So Dutch and Draxel, Eric and Brad. You hear these commands from the captain. She goes over to console and starts punching things in. What is Dutch doing?
He's just trying to keep security and make sure like the room is locked and nobody's gonna come in and rain on our parade.
All right. And what's Draxel doing, Brad?
I think we're just kind of take a look around the bridge and just kind of get my feel of things, check if there's anything we haven't noticed yet, etc.
Okay.
Try to no. They're heathens. Just see if I can locate the rune of pestilent death. Make sure it's still off.
So you. Oh man. Hey, Paul, can you look up what the M100 auger array does?
Yes.
And let's see. Draxel, Brad, have Draxel do a so you're like actually looking around. Let's have you do a I guess a search maybe would be. Are you like looking for something specific, or you're just kind of
just general searching?
Just give me a scrutiny check with a
blind GM roll, by the way.
Yeah, and you'll have a. Let me give you the modifier here. Zoom in, cheat sheet. All right. Plus 20.
Yeah, I just posted the blurb for you, Phil. Basically, it's just a standard sensor array. It doesn't do anything special or impose any negatives.
Okay. So Tempest finds the controls for the sensor array to be much simpler and perhaps lacking than the one she's used to on the Valkyrie. But go ahead and give me a scrutiny check with no modifiers. Yep. Oh, yeah, give me a blind. Oh, you already rolled it, but I guess I'll let you roll it blind. Just
If it's in the 90s again, our ship's going to blow up.
Dutch, if you give me a war check with
sure. Plus 10. Okay.
Yeah.
A war check?
I guess war is probably a little heavy-handed, but I don't know. I assume you're doing security tactics.
Is there? Yeah, maybe scrutiny, maybe, or wait, where's war? I don't see war on my sheet.
It's on the right of your skills under common lore.
Under common lore, I see military. I see Tactica Imperialis. That one.
Oh, it's further up.
Oh, up. Okay, war. All right,
yeah.
War, and you said plus 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit! I Sorry, I gotta go back to the blind GM roll. All
Yeah.
right.
Paul, if
There
you
you
could
go.
also do a blind GM roll for a. So you're scanning the planet, right?
Yes.
Um. Yeah, I think it would be a range. Oh, okay. Since you're using technology, I'll let you use your tech use skill,
Okay.
Paul. But I'm gonna. Yeah, it'll just be no modifiers because the technology is pretty limited. So +0.
Okay. Can you use my combi tool?
Sure.
Okay.
Paul's got so much cheese for you, Phil.
Combat
Dude,
cheese,
technology's what I
non-combat
do.
cheese.
It's all
If he
about
asked me to talk to somebody, though, game over on that one.
All right. So. So yeah, Dutch is working on trying to secure the bridge. You're having a little trouble with the door panel. It locks, but then occasionally you see it like unlock, and you have to go over and like not sure why it's sticking, but it's seems to be unlocking every once in a while. Like maybe it got damaged. You're not quite sure, but you try to barricade the door best you can, but you don't feel good about it.
Oh, he knows why it's sticky. He goes like this, Draxel!
Um,
We know how he loves the dead and getting
Your
off.
murder servitors did it. They've got a boner for murder.
You're the one that's like killing and flaming bodies, man. I mean, just saying.
I have been known to be a bit of a flamer.
Paul, Larkin is struggling with getting through the disturbance in the atmosphere. The atmosphere in this world seems to be pretty thick. You're not really able to get a good reading. You figure it'll probably take you another 10 minutes of calibration before you could try again.
Okay.
And you'll kind of have to focus on making those calibrations to get a better scan.
Okay.
Actually, Tempest does a targeted scan where you think the ship is. You get no readings from your ship. So nothing gets picked up on the sensors. And you get a message from suddenly on the Vox. You get a it's a voice, but it doesn't sound quite like a human voice, but it's speaking, language you can understand. Have you detected something? I see you're scanning. Should we be alert? And just as that voice comes over, Draxel, you slip and put your palm down on one of the panels, and suddenly the engineering crew's like, "This is engineering. What's the problem?"
Didn't we do this already?
Yeah, slight weapons malfunction. We're fine. Everything's fine. How are you? All right.
Transport ship 2, do you read? What is the purpose of your scan?
Captain, perhaps we can modify the comms array to fake a comms outage. We could try to garble the transmission.
Captain, if they have a question of what we're doing and we can't talk to them, they might just board us.
Hey, Bridge, this is engineering. Do you read?
Hey, this is BG3, Phil. It's a turn-based game, so like, give her a second to breathe and process.
Oh, hey, you're on the
She
ship.
needs a
Role
pause.
playing.
She needs a pause.
After these messages. Can you pretend to be ours? No.
Give
Look
me
for the
a
genitals on the
perception
highest
roll
ranking
with
mutilation
a-
pile.
What's that, Brad?
So look for the genitals on the highest ranking pile of goo.
Give me a an awareness roll with -20. Because A, you're under stress, and B, most of the people aren't recognizable after your murder servitors went through. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you're not able to recognize any faces.
I'm persuasive. I think it's been a month. Yeah, I don't have a great deceive, but I've got a decent charm. May have to train deceive.
What?
All right.
Depends on what you're trying to do. Okay, so your Tempest is asking Draxel to impersonate the captain.
Do these still guys count still as Imperial?
Imperial scum.
Yes.
All right.
As far as
I
you
do
know.
have the ancestral seal, which has my Imperial clout. I don't know if that helps me or not. But I'm going to try to see what's a good lie. What's a good lie? Oh, yeah. Come back down there. Copy that. We have a we have a lost object. Something fell off. We're trying to ascertain exactly what it was. Everything seems to be working fine. Might have just been a piece of hull plating or armor plating.
What's your talent for the Imperium?
Oh, I have plus 10% to Imperial clout.
Okay. Well, give me a so you're trying to deceive them,
Yeah.
right? So give me
Pretty
a
good one.
deceive with that was pretty good, so I'll give you a plus Give you a plus 20.
All right. Let's see how well I feel.
All right. Understood. Be more careful next time. And then from the internal Vox, you hear, I'm going to assume the comms are broken again, and I don't want to get in trouble, so we're sending the guy up. Sorry about the technology.
Wait, so she's just ignoring it?
So the other ship communicated that.
No, but I thought there were two conversations. I thought there was one with the other ship
This is the engineering one.
One with engineering.
Yes.
Who is Brad talking to?
Trying to say that. So
all right.
Brad was talking to the other ship, impersonating a captain.
All right. So the engineering said,
yeah.
All right. With the captain's indecision, Dutch is going to grab the Vox. We're all fine here. Everything's good. Stay where you're at until you're ordered to.
All right. Give me a. Where are you at, Dutch? Where are
it
you
doesn't
at?
matter.
Give me an intimidate.
There you go.
Oh, wow. Look at that. All right. I'll take that. Do you have to type the plus?
I don't think so.
Okay. It works, though.
Cool. Okay. Yep. Copy. And then you just hear the hint of like, get back. And before it like
That's in like Quagmire.
Okay, so after a tense moment, you're back where you started.
And it's been an hour. We killed some time.
But you're not in trouble. You
Nice.
We're not killing more people yet.
You successfully navigated out of all of your nat ones. Yeah, so you scanned for the transport and you didn't find one. It alerted one of the alien ships that you were doing something, and they called to ask what you were doing, but you threw them off, saying a part fell off your ship and you're looking for it. Larkin tried to scan the planet's surface, couldn't get through the atmosphere, and he needs to take some dedicated time to like adjust and calibrate the scanners to get through the interference. To do a planetary scan. Draxel helped you out with the comms, and Dutch helped you out with engineering. So they sounded like a normal engineering crew that you've heard before, like from your experience as a rogue trader. Like they sounded like what you'd expect from a civilian transport crew.
Yeah, these guys can pass, right? These guys have been passing.
Give me a logic test with plus 20. No. Well, I guess you have no, that's something different. Sorry.
Love it. Well, actually, no.
Yeah, you can't quite place their accents, but yeah.
How much of
Wait, what?
Larkin? Uh,
His mother was a
Well-
toaster, and his father spelled Veldegoes.
at this stage, he's predominantly human. He just has a lot of cybernetic enhancements,
I feel like you have to
including
spell
now a third arm kind of hanging off his shoulder.
Sure. Shoulder.
If it is in the database, then yes. That'd be a question for you, Phil. Is that something like usually the Mechanicus have like they start losing parts of their brain to get like digital storage and hard drives and stuff. Like I don't know if like I would have anything like that in my memory banks or if the ship might that I could search.
I mean, you have your own memories of talking to people on Svard and other places that you've been throughout the system. I mean, I think you could. I mean, you could do an evaluation. I think if you're trying to like,
Is he still human enough to tell people apart? Meat
well,
bag.
now we're getting into a question. I don't know if I can answer. This is beyond the scope of the game.
Right.
I mean, I think
Yeah,
that's
we did it.
Paul's question
like-
to answer, though, right? Like, he should be able to say whether or not.
Well, I think he could do a comparison. What I'm getting at is like, do you want to stop setting up for the planetary scan to do this analysis?
Okay. I could try to analyze these voice patterns, Captain, but I would have to stop working on the sensor array. Okay, so if I'm trying to compare them to Svard specifically, I'm assuming I'm probably going to take like the voice patterns and try and digitally compare it to voice patterns I remember hearing on Svard and see if there's any or any similarities in dialect and word choice, stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how to. So, looking at. Oh. Yeah, and I changed the number of spheres actually to look instead of logic. I used the low Gothic value, but you're still unable to place it. So that's probably what I would use for you as well. Or anyone else that would want to check. So
I'll take a shot at it if you don't mind.
All right. So what do you want me to roll then?
sorry, what was your question?
Well, I'm trying to do like a digital comparison of the voice patterns
Oh, okay. I think
to see if there's any similarities between them and Svard for like, yeah, inflection, dialect, word choice.
yeah, if you do yours would be a logic check, Paul.
Okay.
Versus your but I mean your low Gothic's I guess the same, but I give you Since it's computer enhanced, it's probably a little easier, so plus 30. Right. So you do the best you can to crunch all the minutia of accents in the Low Gothic, which are varied. Every planet seems to have a bit of the different accent, as you can imagine, across vast swaths of time and space. From the little bits that you heard, you have a 70% probability that this person is from Svard.
Okay. So I'll read that to the captain. Captain, based on my analysis, there is a 70% probability that individual originated from Svard. Would that be correct, Phil?
Yeah.
Yes, Captain.
A lot of the silence did, though, didn't they?
What's that?
Or what? Not the silence. That's from Doctor Who.
The silence. What do you fucking play Battlestar?
What are these guys called? Not the silence? No, the whisperers.
There's the Cult of the Whisper,
The boogeyman.
but they're all the people from Svard. The Cult of the Whisperer.
The horse whisperer.
Based on my analysis, Captain, this ship was likely used for travel within this system.
Yeah, if you add an additional data set in there of makeup of the ship, you're 99% like certain that this crew would be from Svard.
Okay. What's that? Yeah.
You know, we could try to nab somebody and interrogate him.
Oh, we have someone.
Oh, slap him around a bit. Wake him up. Paul, use one hand to hold him, one hand to keep a gun on him, and one hand to slap him around a bit.
All right, who's got the prisoner?
I think
Murder
Dutch
servers,
did, because Dutch was the one who subdued him. Because the murder servers were just doing what their name implies.
Planting flowers?
So yeah, Dutch kind of subdued him, so the servers didn't get to him. So I'm assuming Dutch has him or tied him up or something.
Yeah, he was tied up. I thought we interrogated him last time. Okay. I thought we did. It's fine. My memory shit. I thought we did.
I don't have it in my notes, so
okay. So yeah, I had him tied up. He was knocked out.
Did we interrogate you yet?
That really fucked him up. So that really fucked him up. Like, did we interrogate you? He'd be like, what is happening? Oh man.
What did you tell us last time we interrogated you? What?
I'm not mad. I'm just asking, but are you the bad guy?
All right, so Tempest asks if we can interrogate the prisoner as she makes her way towards Dutch and the bound prisoner. He's unconscious. I guess Dutch, you've got the prisoner. What is Dutch doing?
Yeah, so he will let me see. Do I got anything cool in my inventory? Did I shut my window accidentally? Sorry.
You have a blue turtle shell.
I accidentally shut my window. 1 second. Reopening.
Fix it.
Fix it. Do I have any cool? Oh, I got manacles. So he's got manacles
Oh,
on.
perfect. Nice.
And I don't think I have anything cool to wake him up. So, well, I got, yeah, I don't have any cool stuff. Let's just say he's got some smelling salts or something, and he just kind of like puts it under the guy's nose while he's like got him on the ground in manacles, and he's like stepping on his chest, like Captain Morgan.
Captain.
And I like point to the guy as he's waking up, to Ashley's character. I present him.
He looks so he kind of wakes up, looks at Dutch and the murder servitors by him, and he's just looks terrified. He's stuttering and blubbering and just
Dutch like steps on his chest a little heavier. Speak now.
he just kind of like turns his head and like throws up, and it's just like, don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me!
You're getting vomit on the corpses.
Frank, don't kill me! Who are you? The bridge! The comm station! What? It's the moon? Yes. This. I know of them. I got a family. I got kids. Just let me go. I don't know, a few years? I mean, we moved here when it was like 10 years ago, I think? Don't know. Like, you can see a wet mark, like, forming around his pants. Who are you? Please don't kill me.
May I have a word with you, please?
Mind if I take over here while you guys talk? Alright.
So I'm gonna walk a little bit a ways with the captain.
All right.
This one seems to be behaving differently from the others. The whispered ones showed no fear and would attack remorselessly.
So Phil, when I knocked him out, was he acting like the infected ones?
It's hard to tell because when you came in the room, they were all under the effect of a hallucinogen grenade.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
He doesn't know we did this.
that kind of fucks everything up. So you
He
don't
doesn't know
know.
we did this.
Yeah, but he can look around and see all the murdered bodies. It's like, oh my god, everybody's dead. This guy's standing on my chest.
All right.
Um,
Hmm.
so while they're talking, Draxel, what are you doing? Or Brad, what's Draxel doing?
I think I'll sit down next to Frank and go, Frank, listen, easy. We've got a bit of a pickle here. We need to know who did this. Help me out here. Because right now, you're the only one left alive across this whole bridge, and it's not looking good for you, bud.
And as he says that, I kind of like pick him up by like his like shoulder, and I slam him down hard in a chair.
Drax, it's enough of that. We're friends here, aren't we, Frank? Good cop. I have a higher charm than intimidation, so good cop.
Hey man, I'm not appreciating this guy killing all his fucking, companions. That's pretty fucked up.
Please.
When we came in here, Frank. What's that? Go ahead.
It's like, please don't kill me.
Kill you? We're here to save you, Frank. Now tell me what happened here.
Save me from what? From you?
The Whisperers, Frank. The Whisperers.
The Whisperers. Who are these Whisperers?
Look, Frank, I hate to be able to tell you this, but there's a cult going on in Sfard right now.
A cult?
They look like you and me. They act like you and me. But they're not like us, Frank. Oh no. They're out to destroy you and everyone you love, including your family at home.
Right. Well, that's unsettling. Are you in this cult?
Hell no, Frank. No. We're here to stop them. Matter of fact, we came in this system just trying to get down to the planet, and some bad actors in that gang came after us. We figured the whole crew wasn't bad, so we came to the bridge as quick as we could, but man, we found a trail of blood all the way up here. I think they might have gotten here first. So full of shit. I love it.
In last session, he was giving me a hard time for being the crazy murder hobo.
I didn't murder these people. I just gassed them, thank you. Your service is taken to shreds.
No, but you're pretty much like, conning this guy and like...
He could have gone in there, lashed them all up or something, and then wait till they get sober and then talk to them before murdering them. But no, you literally have murder servers.
We didn't have time. There was like 40 of them, and like
we have more gas.
You threw the grenade. That's all I'm saying.
That's a quote for the board. You threw the grenade. That's all I'm saying.
Oh God, they're all
They're
all dead. And when he says
I
this,
certainly hope so. Looking at the goo.
Eric, Dutch notices just like this glint in his eye for just the briefest of a second.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like he's happy about that?
You're not sure. It was just like, he looks terrified and then his expression changes slightly to something different, but then snaps back.
Okay.
But yeah, he's like talking about like, oh God, they're all dead, and like totally in on Draxel's questioning.
So I kind of try to give him a look like I just give like I'm standing behind him so he can't see me, and I kind of give Draxel the body language that I don't know if I believe him. I go.
Well, Frank, you wouldn't lie to me, would you, Frank?
No.
What's your wife's name, Frank?
Barbara?
Good. Because if you lie to me, I will tear out every hair on Barbara's head one at a time. No, let's not do that. I don't think Drax do that. That's out of character. Drax is more diplomatic in this one. It's like, So, well, Frank, you shouldn't lie to me. You really shouldn't lie to my friend here. He's not quite as conversational as I am.
No,
With that, I'll kind of step back and nod the Dutch.
I wouldn't lie to him.
You some kind of freak, man. You get off to seeing people die? Is that what you jerk off to? Is that it? And I kind of grab him and I like kind of force his face by like a nearby dead body. Does this get you off, man?
Real
Is this your
quick,
kicks?
while they're talking, I'm going to load one of my empty canisters into my flamer.
All right.
Basically, just empty my flamer, but keep a empty canister in there.
But no, this isn't.
And then I'm gonna watch him to see like does he react to me like showing him the dead body.
All right, give me Sorry, there's too many screens open.
What kind of check would you like, sir?
I will let
Blank,
you
please.
do.
Hmm.
Be an awareness check. You as well, Drexel.
Okay.
Both of you with a plus 30.
Ooh. 30's nice.
Yeah, so you Draxel's not, he doesn't see anything off about this person. But Dutch, you're definitely noticing like the expressions kind of like almost like there's these micro expressions where he's like snapping into, you know, his facial expressions don't match, but it's only for a second and then it seems to correct.
Okay.
His tone of voice is just slightly different each time.
I think I'll go back to Drax and go, Drax, ease off him. Again, friends, Drax, friends. And I'm going to set my flamer down right next to the guy and go, look, I'm going to take these cuffs off now. You're going to behave yourself, aren't you?
Yeah.
Hey, no. And I just yanked this guy up. Like,
I'm just going to give him a wink or a hand symbol or gesture to
Dutch.
Dutch. Thank you. I kept wanting to call him Drax, damn it.
No, you're Draxel. Yeah, Dutch pulls him back away from Draxel and just kind of throws him into the corner. He pulls out some duct tape, and I just tape the dude's mouth shut.
Damn it, you're fucking this up.
And I walk away from the guy, and I come up to Draxel, and I start whispering to him, and I explain to him all the shit that I'm seeing. Like, something is off about this guy.
Right.
You can't fucking trust him. He's reacting to the dead bodies that in a way he shouldn't. He's lying. Like that's what I explained to Draxel. Like whispering.
I get that.
Well, your character didn't see any of the stuff. That's why I'm explaining it to you.
Quietly though, I'll tell you, gotcha. Found my lead. I got an idea. And then loudly, would you knock it off already, you big, smelly, stupid ape?
All right. So then I'll walk away, but I'll still keep an eye on Draxel.
And real quick though, so Tempest and Larkin, you're seeing this happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, good call.
Just want to make sure if you wanted to jump in, you don't have to. You can just keep letting the interrogation go, but wanted to see what your characters are up to. Okay. Okay. And I mean, you guys can do other things too if you wanted. Like, I don't know if Larkin wanted to go back to the scan or do something else, or Tempest had something she wanted to do, or just watch and be ready. Whatever. I'm just here. So I guess what is Tempest doing while it's all going down? Well, you've just seen what Tempest has seen is like them like Dutch holding him into the chair, like yelling at him, and then Draxel kind of say nice things, and then you see Dutch throw him in the corner, tape his mouth shut, and pull Draxel aside and start talking. And at this point, you kind of see Dutch
walking away,
and Draxel turning back towards the prisoner. All right. So we'll have, if you want to give me a command test with plus 30 blind, and Larkin, if you can give me a couple of text use tests with your modifiers, and I will in the background add some bonuses based on how Ashley rolls. And then Drexel, take it away with the interrogation.
I'm gonna walk over to the guy, pick him up, dust him off a little bit, and walk him right back to where he was, right by that where my flamer sat down.
Mm-hmm.
And say, "I'm telling you, the uncultured swine of the crew. The man smells like an ape and behaves just as badly. Here, take his tape off his mouth. So you all good now? I won't let him hurt you anymore."
Okay, yeah, I'm doing good.
Okay. So then I take his binders off and take about 3 steps toward the captain with my back to him, saying, "Look, Captain, we have a new friend." With him standing right next to the flamer. The presumed loaded flamer.
He grabs the flamer and stands up and says, "You will all die in the flames and succumb to the power of the whisper." And pulls the trigger, but nothing happens.
and then
you are.
And
I've been looking for you.
Shot in the leg with an eye laser.
I'm going to try to hand gesture like, "Don't kill him." We have
no. I shot him in the leg. That's where I'm.
Like, okay, that's fine.
I'm aiming for
aim shot, right? That's a
aim shot. Yes, but I was aiming.
Yeah, isn't that like a called shot? Is that what it is? Yeah, called shot.
It's called shot.
So it's minus 20 to ballistic skill.
Okay.
Full action.
All right.
But I'll give you also. Well, we'll call it a wash, just straight up, because you were aiming before you took the shot.
Yeah.
Like you
okay.
A round to do a full round of aim, and then
straight up. And I want to know if this hits, Phil. Sorry, I'm gonna public roll this.
Sure. Yeah.
I gotta see it.
Yeah, that's fine.
In BG3, when you fail, it tells you, Phil. Just saying. Success!
2 degrees, too.
All right. Hit him in the leg. 2 degrees of success. That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of
damage. Did I blow his leg off? That'd be awesome.
You might have.
Good lord.
Should have played nice, Frank.
Weebles wobbles, but they do fall down.
It's like Frank's roasting.
I kneecap him. That'd be amazing.
Oh, boom. God dang it, Phil.
Blow off the lower leg.
Did you know about this pun when you named this guy Phil? We were interrogating this man, were we not?
Yes.
Yeah.
We were grilling Frank.
Yeah.
That one was just an observation. So, all right.
Where's sorry? So you do 16 damage.
Oh.
That's a lot of damage.
For an eye laser, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that max damage?
It might be
It's
beyond it.
kind
'Cause
of
don't you get plus
No,
2 for
that's max damage.
Oh
I
yeah.
rolled a 10. Yes.
Yeah.
If you kill my hostage that I worked so fucking hard for.
I shot him in the leg. We can stop the bleeding. He'll be fine.
I can't cauterize it. My flamer's empty.
I have a cutting torch.
Yeah, there we go. Eventually, we'll turn him into a murder servitor. Okay, he'll be a hobbled one, but he'll make it.
All right. Just because you wanted to keep him around, I'm gonna look at the injury table and just see what happened to him.
Appreciate it.
Oh, why? What? Yeah, where's
I'm
that at?
assuming 16's more than his health.
Yeah, but then so that would like if it was you that got shot, right?
Mhm.
So that puts
Yeah.
you into critical damage, right? Which is a modifier on the rolling on the table, right?
Okay.
But do NPCs not work that way?
No, generally low level yeah, most NPCs are just dead when you get their hit points down, but so I think you roll so
Is this the
critical damage. Okay.
mutation? Is that where?
Whenever a character's total damage exceeds his wounds, he begins to take critical damage. Each time a character suffers critical damage, he also suffers one or more critical effects. These are determined by consulting the appropriate critical effect table based on the affected body location. As with normal damage, critical damage is cumulative and remains with the character until he either heals naturally over time or receives medical attention. Each critical effect also has its own duration, including permanent. If a critically damaged character suffers more damage, the amount is added to the existing critical damage, and a new set of critical effects are applied based on his total critical damage, assuming he is still alive.
So how much critical damage did he take, Phil? Because the table's on page 2.
7.
He took 7?
So you got to roll, right? Or you just look at the table?
No, right? You just look at the table, right? So it says the force of the blow cuts deep into the leg, grinding against the bone and tearing ligaments apart. The leg is broken until repaired. The target counts as having only one leg. So he's got a broken leg. So he just got a broken leg.
Bullet
Oh,
broken.
that's
Right?
what damage type is that?
Rending. Oh, it's not. Isn't it not rending?
No,
Oh,
it's energy.
Where's that at? Shit.
Explosive
It's a
leg.
different table.
So you never known a laser break a bone.
Energy
Crit
critical
leg.
effects leg.
Oh, there we go. The energy attack fries the leg, leaving it a mess of blackened flesh.
Oh.
Yes!
Well, it's cauterized.
The leg is broken until repaired.
But she
This
can
counts
repair
as
that?
having lost a leg. They must also take as toughness test or become stunned for 1 round. The target now has 1 leg. Yes!
Okay. Well, when you're right, you're right. I'll give you that one, Ape.
Like a toughness test. All right. He does pass, so he's let me check one thing real quick before I tell you how he
Well, I guess the side effect is only 1 leg. He can't run fast from us. It'll be easy to catch.
Yeah.
all right. So yeah, his leg is totally fried. You see him grimace, but like much less than the wound would make you normally grimace. He looks at Draxel and just goes, "Well played," and drops the flamer on the ground.
Well, there you are. I've been wanting to talk to you for a while now. So let's chat.
Hey, why do
Captain?
one-legged people like beer? He turns to Frank.
Hold on.
Because it's made with hops.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just gonna see you as Pete Holmes Batman.
Why did the one-legged man get a prosthetic leg for Christmas? It was a stocking stuffer.
Oh, good lord. Good lord. I feel like I've been replaced here, everybody. I gotta say, I'm proud of you.
What do you say to a one-legged hitchhiker? Hop in.
Oh,
No. Yeah, I found these on a website. I didn't come up with these on my own.
still, damn good.
Oh man.
All right, sorry, I had to do it. Now
Yeah.
that we had a one-legged man in the game, it was too much.
What do you call a one-legged woman? Peg.
I asked a one-legged woman if she wants to be a part of a threesome. Know what she said? I heard she leans both ways.
Oh,
Oh.
this is amazing.
Wow.
Welcome to the one-legged joke section of the stream.
What does a one-legged man call karate? Partial arts.
Oh, oh, that's so brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I got Phil with that one. That was the best.
Yes,
Oh my god.
yes. Phil, you better stock up on these dad jokes, Phil. Something.
I'll keep them in my pocket for.
Look. Paul never used my pickup lines. He got married. Phil's gonna use my dad jokes.
All right, so
right.
Draxel.
Sorry, Phil.
No, it's great.
Captain, may I introduce the Whisperers? That's right, I'm making you do dialogue again.
Welcome back to the game, Ashley. Brad and I've been playing for the last 30 minutes or so.
I don't want to make it. I don't want to
Now
make
you're
it
back.
the Brad and Eric show. You know what I mean?
Paul, you're over in the corner, fucking tech guy. Sorry.
Mhm. General IT role.
All the murder.
Oh yeah. It's like that scene in Shaun of the Dead where they're not sure if the guy that ran over was a zombie or not. Hello. Yeah. Oh, thank God.
He just stone faced. Doesn't say anything. He looks down at his charred leg and just starts pulling a strip of his own skin off.
Oh. I don't think he cares much.
Yeah, he's just like ignoring you and just pulling chunks off his leg and just kind of throwing him on the ground. Yeah. No, he's like he kind of looks up from what he's doing and just looks like eye contact right at you.
Captain, don't waste your time on this coward. This man clearly is not. Oh, sorry. This man is clearly not worth even talking to. He obviously holds no authority whatsoever, and is really nothing more than a worm.
He seems to be moving from each of you, just looking without making any expressions, but looking at each one of you for a length of time, and then looking at the next person.
Well, he seems fairly immune to pain. How do you taunt somebody who's part of a horde? Ashley, tickle him.
All right.
He doesn't feel pain.
Give me a Where's the best? There's the best. Give me a strength test with plus 20.
Oh, the Tempest gives this guy's skull.
You can roll it public. Yeah, you managed to knock him out.
Now how am I going to interrogate the man? He obviously has no sense of self-preservation, Captain. We must use the psychological method on this one. And besides, Captain, there are alternate means of persuasion. I'm just going to slowly toss up and catch a hallucinogen grenade. All I'm saying is, I'm not afraid to go MK Ultra on this guy.
Paul Larkin, at this point feels like he's got everything set up on the sensor arrays to do a planetary scan.
Okay. Tech use again?
Yes, but you do know that when you start this scan, it will be similar to when the captain scanned for the ship. Like it's going to be noticeable.
Okay. Captain, I have the sensors calibrated for another scan. The other ships will pick up on it again. Shall I proceed?
Captain, I doubt most reasonable crew would care that much about a piece of hull segment falling off the ship. Yeah. Captain, I think we should tell them that piece we are tracking off the ship changed direction and increased velocity. We think it might be manned and from that ship that just came through. That we're going to catch it. It's not very fast. We'll go catch it, and then just head down to the planet.
Hey, Captain.
All right. Well,
might when I suggest that Larkin check for escape craft before we do anything crazy.
But again, if he scans,
No,
We're boned.
escape craft on the ship.
Oh. We could take the escape ship, lock the controls, set a course directly for an uninhabited section of the planet. When it gets close to the planet, take the escape ship and just let the whole transport ship explode to a violent fireball. I gotta burn a lot of bodies. I'm doing it efficiently.
So
That course would be a waste of resources, though, Captain. This ship will be valuable once returned to Imperial control.
It's worth nothing when it's full of cultists. And the Emperor abhors these. We must suffer, not the heretic to live. That's in character.
Yeah.
that is, yeah.
Technology should not be wasted. This ship should be purged.
Agreed. Do you have any suggestions on how to do that?
We could potentially vent the reactor into the ship.
Ooh, I like that. Captain?
What if we crash one ship into the other ship?
I like that more. I mean, at least dent one.
Well,
I mean, I don't.
if the reactor's blowing up at the same time, then won't they both blow?
Blowing the
Stands to reason.
reactors would be a waste. Our goal is to return this system to productivity.
That's on the captain at that point. I think Larkin would be all about plummeting these heretics into the planet as a big fireball, or trying to take out both ships, because heresy cannot be tolerated. I mean, as a player, Paul has a good point there. It's a good character thing, but, I gotta say is, I guarantee Drax would want to kill as many heretics as possible.
Oh, just like venting radioactive material into the ship.
Like Firefly with no core containment, turn them all into.
Yeah. Basically.
Guessing this craft has no armaments. If we do this, might I suggest that we launch all the escape pods simultaneously so we have a better chance of not getting picked off?
Do that.
Yeah. How about Starship Troopers? Those plasma guns got a few.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It will continue on its current trajectory indefinitely. If do we know what our current trajectory is, Phil? If we continued straight, would we crash into anything, or would we just kind of coast through the system and eventually out?
Were we even under power? Or we just parked in orbit.
I think we're underpowered right now, aren't we?
You
That's what I
were
thought.
on a set path, like in this transport ship. Looking at the screen again, Larkin, to check. You would see that you're in a somewhat of an orbit.
Oh, okay.
Staggered with the other ships. The other two transports seem to be in orbit, but you've noticed that the two Xeno ships have dropped out of their orbit and seem to be getting closer to your transport.
Oh.
Oh boy.
We seem to be in a stable orbit, Captain. However, the two escort ships have dropped out of formation and appear to be approaching us. This one, Captain.
Yeah, it seems to have started a few minutes ago. That they made a course change.
Okay. This appears to be a recent change, Captain.
Or they're in communication with this guy.
Hive mind potential.
So, based on their current rate of closure, Phil, can I estimate how much time we have before they get within docking or boarding range?
You have probably about a half hour.
Okay. At their
At this point, if they're coming toward us, they know that we're up to something. They're gonna, if we start moving towards them, they're gonna get away.
I mean, you can ram other ships. It would. The two Xeno ships have fallen out of formation. The other two transport ships are still traveling on path. Yes.
Yes.
So here's a question, Phil. Would it be possible to basically dump the contents of the reactor to space to basically shut it all down permanently until it gets refueled, so it just drifts dead?
Oh, gut the thing. Check the warp core.
Yeah. So that way it'd be a floating hulk until the reactor's repaired or refueled.
You would have to check the. Yeah. Give me a tech use check with +20.
Okay.
Yeah, you do a quick diagnostic, and normally you would be able to do that, but as of a few minutes ago, you seem to be locked out of the more severe engineering controls.
Oh boy, the whole crew's onto us.
Okay.
Yeah, you see like somebody is what looks like they're quietly shutting down subsystems and starting, from your experience, you would say they're starting to lock you out of the bridge controls.
Okay.
You probably have about 5 or 10 minutes before you would lose access to major systems.
Okay. So I'm going to relay that to the captain. Captain Engineering appears to be locking the bridge out of critical controls. We have about 5 minutes before we are locked out of everything. I can try.
As he says that, Dutch walks up to the guy, puts his bolter to the head, looks at the captain, and goes,
He lives? Thumbs up, he lives?
"No."
What kind of Roman thing are you in?
Right,
Like,
I get the
fuck it,
captain
yeah.
doesn't know what she's doing, and then he shoots
Binary
him
is
in the
not
head.
her first language.
He goes like this, and then he goes, "Yeah, okay." She means kill him. All right.
I mean, Dutch was going to shoot him either way. Who are we kidding?
Right.
Eye lasers.
So, is there a way I can try to regain access to systems, Phil?
Yeah, I mean, you could make an attempt to do that. You would know that by doing that, whoever's trying to quietly lock you out of the system would know that you're onto them.
Okay.
But you could, yes.
Okay.
We need more than a pod. We need like a gun cutter from the hangar.
Yeah,
Right.
I think you checked last time. I can't remember, but because I feel like I was asked this before. But yeah, there are a couple of planetary ships on the transport that you could take down, or use as transport off the ship.
Larka, you checked the systems out earlier. What are we hauling?
I don't know. Did I check the ship's manifest? I don't remember if I did or not.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess from your time in the system, you would probably know that there's no cargo on the ship really. It's equipped with macro cannon batteries, and has a full crew, but a fully staffed crew.
All right. So we're not carrying a giant tank of Promethium or anything fun like that. Dutch, get down there and detonate it. The rest of us get to safety.
Yeah, okay.
Carrying an experimental large-scale hallucinogen bomb.
Right.
Planetary disco party.
Captain, I could try to regain control of the reactor to dump the contents and make the ship run cold.
Drax will begin praying to the Emperor to help.
Right. So
like literally.
Yeah.
So I guess another thing, when we came on board, the hangar bay where the cutter is, does the bay need power to open, or is it like a force field style?
Like, I don't think they have force shields in 40K. Do they?
No, I mean, you could force it open, but yeah, I guess I don't know if there would be like a void shield or.
I don't know, because my concern is if like the hangar bay needs to be opened electronically, and we purge the reactor and go down there, and we're sealed in the ship.
Yeah,
I guess they do
I
have
mean,
void shields, so they probably could have some sort of.
you could open the hangar, but I think it would just be open to the void. So if you opened it from the bridge,
Okay.
so I mean, you could leave the
Okay.
door open, but you'd be in the void until you got onto the ship. You know, like the hangar
Sure.
would be vented.
Okay. I dropped mine for weight, but I'd probably be okay
You
for
guys
the
got
short
suits?
period. But unless anyone specifically removed it from their character sheet, you should still have it. I think it's a default item.
Checking. I don't see one.
Uh-oh. I mean, well, I mean, you should be able to, unless somebody stopped you, the walk to where to get onto the ship, you would probably be able to survive the void in that amount of time. And yes, you are on a ship that might have void suits along the way, especially around places like a hangar where the void is common.
I'll save you like Gamora. No, I won't.
Sorry, we're using total recall rules here for space.
I did too well. I'm never doing that again.
Alright, so that's what I'm going to attempt to do, Phil. If I still have control over the hangar doors in the bridge, I'm going to open those first, and then try and regain control of whatever systems I need to open the hangar doors if I don't have control, and dump the contents of the reactor.
Okay. Fun. Let's go with this guy here. Okay. Ugh. Okay. So is
I don't
Scott
know.
just asking this question?
We told our ship to GTFO, did we not?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, they've been flying away for a month now while we were away.
I think you told them to get out of there. Because once they transported you, they didn't really have a good way to communicate with you without revealing
Right.
their position. So, I think if they were able to stay stealth, they were going to try to get out of there. And you haven't
Okay.
seen them on your standard scope, so. All right. So does
Okay.
Larkin understand what he's supposed to be doing?
I think so. Prep the hangar deck for takeoff and dump the reactor and gain control of whatever systems I need to accomplish it.
All right. What's Dutch doing as Larkin's about ready to punch all this in?
Did we figure out where the closest ship is that we're running to?
It's about midship. I think you got about 5. It'd take you about 5 minutes to walk there.
Okay, so he is going to just kind of study that path and understand where we got to go in case shit hits the fan, and if there's, we got to get on alternative routes or whatever, right? He's just trying to study the ship layout and understand how to get to where we got to go.
So are you trying to kill the crew, Paul, or just disable the ship? Like, are you making the ship uninhabitable? Well, I guess the life support's going to kick off.
Yeah, life support would fail for sure. So kind of a
Yeah,
little
real
column A,
cool.
column B.
Yeah, I guess
I
those
mean,
would
with the
ways
accidents.
we probably want to look for some, because the life support's going to start failing probably, and the atmosphere is going to be
Yeah, it's going to start getting toxic reasonably quickly.
yeah.
Like,
Because
takes
you're
a
not trying
while.
to vent the life support. You're
Yeah.
just trying to shut the reactor,
Listen.
disable the reactor, right?
Actually, know a
yeah,
little bit about this. My understanding of this is that the action will hold out a lot longer than the heat does.
oh, that's
So you'll
fair.
freeze to
Yeah.
death before
Gotcha.
you. Yeah.
All right, you're probably good then to get to the hangar. You would. That seems reasonable.
Hmm.
Well, the fact that we don't have murder hobos, we have murder servitors.
We're the
In
murder
the 41st millennium, we have people for this.
All right, you can roll it public if you want, but whenever Larkin's ready, just tell me what you're doing, and I'll tell you.
Okay.
What
I assume it would be tech use.
yeah. Well,
All right.
what are you doing first?
Do I have access to the hangar controls, or have I been locked out of those?
You
That's
have
step
access to
one.
those right now. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna open the hangar door and initiate whatever commands I need to prep one of the gun cutters.
All right, that's a plus 20.
Plus 20?
Sure.
Yeah, don't you
Okay.
have another thing too that gives you a plus or no?
Yeah, I have the Mind Impulse unit. I'm gonna patch my systems in to increase
Okay.
my bus speed with the central processor,
Sounds amazing.
so I can issue commands quicker and more responsively.
Roll it
Every
up.
time you do something like this, I picture that Futurama where Hermes patches himself into the battle network.
Right. And you said you wanted me to roll it public, Phil?
Yay!
Whoa.
That'll do.
Oh yeah. With a few quick keystrokes, bam, doors popped. Ship's warming
Nice.
up. It's even brewing coffee.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess I would say you were. I mean, that's a pretty good roll. 9 degrees of success. You were able to even access some of the subsystems of the hangar area and arrange the doors, so you have a pretty clear path to the hangar.
Okay, cool.
That's going to be mostly unobstructed by any crew.
Nice.
All right, what are you doing next?
Next, I'm going to try to regain access controls to the reactor
Okay,
engineering suite.
give me a tech use. This one's a little more difficult though. So no modifiers for me.
Okay.
We'll call it challenging.
Ooh,
Ooh.
damn. That sucks.
Wah, wah.
All right.
It's unlike Paul to
Just-
fail a dice roll.
It just comes up and says PC load letter.
Right.
That's funny.
I wish those roles were reversed.
So you can tell from some of the further changes in entries after what you tried to do that somebody is now aware of what you're doing. But they weren't able to undo anything you've done.
Okay.
And you still do have access to the system. You could keep trying if you wanted.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'd like to keep battling with them.
Is this too much like work for you, Paul?
All right. So what do you want me to roll?
Yeah, tech use again, but this time with a -10.
-10. Okay.
Maybe spend some shit, Paul, if you fail the roll next time. Don't we have?
I forgot I could do that.
Oh yeah,
fate
you got
points.
Don't we have stuff that?
Yeah, we have fate
spend?
points. I should have used one, but
yeah, you are at this point. You've probably got about a minute where they might try to retake control, but you have full access to the system again at this point.
okay. So I'd like to dump the reactor core to space.
All right. Success 0. Okay. Yeah, give me another tech use check, but with a +10 this time.
Okay.
Nice. So you, yeah, jettison the core. Is that what you were doing?
Yes.
So yeah, the instantly the most of the power goes out on the ship. The bridge does have some auxiliary batteries that are running some emergency bridge controls, but otherwise the ship is all the major systems are shut down, and it's on its way to being an ice hulk. So
The system
Okay.
is down.
yeah, like Larkin calmly turning to tell everyone what they already know.
The system is down.
Using robots.
I do a little jig.
All right. So I'm assuming you're all
Yeah.
making a run for it, right?
Yes.
All right.
How many people are too young to get to even be around for that reference anymore, Paul?
I don't know.
Too many.
Well, with the extra work that Larkin did to lock out the path for you, the murder servitors for a few unlucky encounters, and Draxel's fervent prayer to the Emperor, you are all able to make it to the gun cutter without a problem.
No
Yeah.
Duchess preparation. That's cool. Whatever.
Such as
Sorry.
preparations A through G have failed.
Yeah, well,
Nice.
Dutch's preparations, like, they don't notice you, Dutch, because you do so well. That is the appropriate security force. You blend into the background. Throat wire, taking care of the problems quietly.
I'm going to go ahead and make sure I grab my flamer up, by the way. In
Oh yeah.
case I need to mention that, I'm not leaving without it.
Good call.
And switching out a fresh cartridge, just in case.
No, I would say at this point, unless there was anything else you guys wanted to do, you're in the gun cutter and free of the transport. Who's piloting?
Different cocker.
I have.
I
I'm not
actually,
a
I thought
pilot.
you took piloting. You were supposed to spend points on piloting. What are you doing?
Mother
Captain,
of
you took your
God.
pilot training, right?
And as they enter the hangar, that's where the session ended, so we could train.
Oh
Hey,
no.
Ensign so and so always flew.
Well, it's,
Okay, well, there you go.
Wait, is spacecraft the right one?
Good job.
mm,
Mm,
nice.
pilot.
Would you like
I
to
am
run the
trained in.
tutorial? Welcome to the gun cutter. Would you like to train the tutorial? You may call me Sheila. Auto fire active.
Oh, of course, in the skill description, they don't tell you the difference between just personal, flyers, or spacecraft.
I would assume flyers would be like atmospheric craft, airplanes.
Right.
Right. I'm not sure what personal would be.
Right. That's what.
Is that like
Sharing
a
your
single
camp
seat
experiences?
fighter, maybe?
Oh, here we go. Pilots on fly anything from jump pads, such as landers or gun cutters, to void faring fighters. Well, we'll just say it works for.
Love it.
I mean, I can't.
We gotta try our dicey, questionable shit closer to 10 o'clock every night. You know that, right?
Well, okay, now you're gonna make me look it up. So,
Damn it. When joking around goes wrong.
it doesn't seem right though. Like, uh,
What? When are you gonna learn one,
oh my god. Okay, well,
Captain?
I tried to search for spacecraft and found 3,000 entries in the PDF. So,
Well, you did learn one.
flat out not working.
Yeah.
All right. We'll just go with it. Use your spacecraft if we need it. But I just wanted to make sure who was flying. So Tempest, you're out of the transport. The scanners show the other Xeno ships have made a harsher course correction and are speeding up towards the transport ship. And the other two transports are also changing course towards the ship you just left. The moon is visible in front of you. What do you want to do? Okay.
I step out of the latrine and the transport ship, and go, where'd everybody go? It's cold in here. No.
Wait, yeah, you went into the. You're just in the bathroom. All right, guys, I'm ready. What?
Like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction, just always using the bathroom at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So yeah, you make your way down into the atmosphere. You hadn't had a chance to scan it because of the thick atmospheric disturbance, which is the first thing that you encounter. The re-entry is a bit bumpy as you get into the atmosphere, and as you drop below the clouds, you see a landscape of just gray slag below you. This isn't unfamiliar to you. Looks like a typical imperial industrial planet, or in this case moon, but all the same, just barren wasteland. As you know, the facilities of industrial complexes produce massive amounts of toxic air and sludge, and is consuming resources, and just creates a almost death planet like environment.
Reminds me of home.
Yeah.
Gary, Indiana.
You at some point in the few minutes that you've been into the atmosphere, you start to see paint bubbling on your ship, and other evidence that the atmosphere is very caustic.
We all have what?
I'm going to try to find the emergency one in the ship. Maybe we just don't get out yet.
Does
Maybe we
this
just turn the
cutter have
transponder off and
a?
put it low.
Does this cutter have like a communications?
Yes, you do have communications. Yeah, you have
So
a
we
bot.
could communicate with our ship or whatever.
It's not that far range. Like you'd have to be in
Okay.
a somewhat proximity.
Okay.
If it was one of your ships where you had more of a dialed-in connection, maybe, but you definitely can't do like they'd have to be in orbit, I think, to be able to communicate with them.
Okay.
But if you encounter facilities on the planet, you would be able to communicate with them.
Right.
You do know from talking to the Crystal Council and their description of the industrial planet that this complex runs on a track to keep it moving and away from its own toxic. It just keeps moving along on tracks along the planet. So you do know you're looking for tracks to kind of figure out, like rail tracks to figure out where the complex is and that it's ever moving.
So their solution to pollution is just we'll take the factory and move it over there.
That's
Yeah.
the best solution.
That's why the industry is here. It was originally on Svard, and it was starting to get really bad, so they just moved it all to this moon.
God, is this Space Gary, Indiana? Space Shenzhen.
Space Gary, Indiana.
There's a family of 5 over there going A, B, C, easy as. Right? Weren't the Jacksons from Gary? Yeah.
All right. Everybody wants to. You can roll these publicly too. If you want to do, give me search tests with -20.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that's
Hell.
0.
Okay. Yeah.
Search. Yeah.
Well, I got a 3% chance. Let's find out.
I'd be at -3. I don't think
We
it's
ain't-
possible. We'll try it.
We ain't found shit.
All right.
Search is not one of my strongs.
I don't even know if I can get that as a skill. Let me see.
Well, so you all you spent about 10 minutes all looking out the window, going, "All right, I don't think this is gonna work." Do you have any ideas on how to make the search easier?
I'm assuming cutters don't have much in the way of scanners.
They do, and you could do a scrutiny detection test.
Okay.
However,
No, however, let's just do it.
it may get you some attention from those in orbit still.
That's fair.
Again, if we can't see them, they can't see us.
Nice.
Well, how corrosion resistant is your abdomen?
Average, I guess. I don't know how to answer that.
Normal.
There's another one for the quote board or a clip if anyone's watching.
Whoever asks you that kind of question, right? Like,
How corrosion resistant is your abdomen?
it's just something I never thought I'd heard in my life.
Right.
That's a new one.
Probably the
Yeah.
first and last time I'll ever hear that sentence.
That combo of
What are you talking about? I'm going to reference that all the time now. That's great.
how corrosion resistant is your abdomen.
Well, any ideas on how to improve your odds of searching? You're in a gun cutter looking for some rail tracks for an industrial complex on a.
All right, we're gonna have each person stand on one side of the ship and look for mailboxes. If we're getting too close, we go left.
So one potential idea I have, I don't know if this is something I could detect or see, but if there's a way to try and figure out where the densest areas of pollution are, logically following the density would eventually get us to the factory, I would think. Like, head towards the most dense section of the pollution.
That makes sense.
Another
Follow
idea?
that fart. You doing a Gandalf? Follow your nose.
What would Drexel do?
I
Or
also
Dutch
have
something?
that servo skull that has like extra scanners and stuff that I can't necessarily see. I don't know if I could just like point it at the window to see if it could try and get a better idea of what direction we need to go to face the highest density of pollution.
Servo, what do your elf eyes see?
Yeah, we
Like,
can't. We can't go out there, right? Because we can't breathe.
It's a terrible idea.
Okay.
I mean, you weren't able to scan the planet, but you know it's an industrial world, and as you came into the atmosphere, and as you've continued flying on now, there is paint peeling off of the outside of the ship, actual corrosion appearing on exposed
Ooh.
metal areas. Yeah.
Great. We're going to be trapped on this planet without our ship. Awesome.
See, if we would have crashed the transport ship into the planet, we would have made a fireball that cleared away the smog.
That's true.
Well, what would Draxel do in this situation to help find this place?
Pray.
Brad. Right. Okay. We got pray. We got look for.
Pray to
most
the Emperor for
pollution.
guidance.
What about Dutch?
Dutch was going to smell, but he thinks that's a bad idea when he looks outside and sees like pieces of the ship flying off. So he just fucking sits down, pulls out a little swig of whiskey, and just starts drinking. He's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, this is how we all die.
This is a spot we're not getting out of, guys.
All right, what's Tempest doing? Paul, give me a tech use check to get the most out of your little servo skull thing.
Okay.
Drax, do you have like some talent that?
Again, is there a spare suit here somewhere? I don't think it'll do us much good, though.
Yeah, there would be void suits on this, I'm sure. So if you don't have a void suit, you would have one.
All right.
Draxel, give me a.
We could just throw him outside and see if he lives. Then we know if the atmosphere's okay to breathe or not.
Can we check our profit factor? Can we buy something
Give me
in the
an Imperial Creed, Brad, with a plus 20.
Okay.
And
Public or private?
what's that?
Public or blind?
Public. You can do these all public if you guys want. You can shame each other.
Hey.
Paul sent me his secret, so
If
you can re-roll it public if you want, Paul.
Yeah.
And
Oh, you got it by 1. Right? 39? Or no, 59. Okay.
give me Dutch. Do a carouse test. It's simple for him, so plus
Sure.
40.
I love it.
Plus 40 on that one. And Tempest, give me a piloting test. But it's a little challenging, so no modifiers, just a straight up piloting spacecraft.
Oh my god!
No. Make that private. Make that private. I don't.
Oh my god, we're fucking dying.
You can use a fate point.
Yeah, maybe use a fucking fate point, please, so we don't fucking crash.
What are you doing to us, Ash?
I think you can re-roll, but let me double check.
I thought it was auto pass.
We don't use fate points too often, so congratulations.
Where are our fate points stored at on our sheet?
No fate, but what we make.
Oh, okay.
You can re-roll a failed test once. The results of the re-roll are final. You can gain a plus 10 bonus to a test. This must be chosen before the dice are rolled. You can add an extra degree of success to a test. This may be chosen after the dice are rolled. You can count as having rolled a 10 for initiative, so you can just give yourself 10 initiative. Or you can instantly remove 1d5 damage. That does not.
Brad probably should have did that before.
That's what I did do.
Yeah, he did do that.
That's what I had to do.
And you can instantly recover from being stunned. That's all those.
Alright, don't murder us. Ashley, trade that shit up! 33? Oh my...
Ashley, how many fate points do you have? After this or total? All right, because you could potentially, before you re-roll the thing, add plus 10 as well to use your other fate point. So you don't crash and die in a horrible fireball.
Yes, oh, definitely is a public roll.
We're invested.
Oh my god!
Make it stop! Make it stop!
Okay, so we've got 3 failing.
Do you have unspent experience?
I mean, Balls wasn't a great roll either, so.
No.
What you need is more
Yeah, but Paul's
I-
rule is not killing us when we crash.
Although I might use a fate point to reroll mine.
Yeah, I'm basing this. So I'm gonna make you guys do searches again to find this, but I'm using your degrees of success as
Okay.
basis for modifiers. So
Alright. Can I use a fate point to reroll mine? That's just a
Yes,
straight up
use
reroll, right?
resources.
Can I
What?
use my experience to take the lucky feat? No.
Is that in this game?
No. But I need it. I need it because we're failing like a motherfucker.
So Paul and Ashley's cancel out, and between Eric and Brad's carousing and praying, I need you to all do a search test again with plus 60.
Ooh.
Oh,
It's like New Orleans
okay.
all over again. Search.
Ooh. 24.
I failed?
Oh, just barely.
4 points. Shit.
Don't worry, me and Eric made up for you.
Hey, Lizzie.
Hi.
Greetings from the Emperor's beloved.
Oh.
Yeah, that was her cue to tell you to come to bed, Phil.
I had Discord away and I just heard hi. I'm like, what the hell was that?
Right?
There's no girls here.
Yeah. Well, you managed to find the rails, and you know that following these will get you to where you need to be, but you're not sure how long.
Yay, we're literally getting railroaded. I'm fine with this now.
But yeah, we'll. I guess we'll say it's probably you spend about an hour traveling along the tracks in one of the directions, and you see up ahead the outline of the of a industrial structure coming up, and you start picking up something on your Vox. And it doesn't make sense to most of you. But Larkin, you're able to pick up the coded language of the Mechanicus and the Technolingua.
Ooh, cool.
Okay.
So you hear, or it's in Mechanicus binary. Sorry.
Okay.
It is a message that is saying that the Mechanicus still holds the central control chamber against the Whisperers. A frontal assault would be fatal. Enter through the lower workings of the factory.
Cool.
Where it rests upon the tracks.
Okay. So I'll relay that to the crew here.
And that's where we'll leave it till next time.
Nice.
Train piloting. We have to go into a building now. Wait. Carefully, not just into a building.
Yes.
Then I would tell you Batman was mine. It's both bullcrap. Get in the fridge. The Millennial Falcon. Boy, it's got a bad motivator, I'll tell you what. That is the cleverest joke I'm going to do tonight.
Yeah. All right. Trying to find the experience graph, but continue chatting.
Alrighty.
Nope, that was a great joke. I'm ending on that. I'm out.
I'm excited the Mechanicus still holds the platform, or at least the central control.
Yeah. But
that's
which
hard.
Mechanicus, Paul? Mechanicus or Mechanicum?
So, questions.
So yeah, I don't know, that'll be pretty interesting talking with them, figuring out, because they should be able to tell us a lot about the Whisper, I would think.
Oh yeah.
Right, since they've been able to protect themselves from it. Like, I wonder if somebody has to actually be like physically modified, like they need to have hands on them to change it.
Walk in there, gentlemen. What the hell?
What do you call a man who's lost 95% of his brain capacity?
Mr. President.
Horny.
Ooh. I take it back. I'm out on that one. Oh my god.
I think you all did an amazing job
Thank you.
role playing tonight, especially being engaged. That was pretty fun. Plus, you didn't die. I was pretty sure you were all going to get yourselves killed.
Were you really? You really thought we would die?
There were several times where I was like, "Oh my god, they're like gonna die."
Oh, because you were doing a bunch of shit behind the scenes and we weren't like paying attention to it?
Yeah, potentially. I mean, we'll get into the details, but it's,
Phil tried really hard to kill us.
Yeah, as the GM, sometimes you're like, "Oh my god, they're literally just gonna crater themselves." And then the conversation goes a different way, and you're like, "Oh, okay, wow, that was close."
Emperor protects God. Pull up, pull up, pull up.
Yeah. So I put the experience in. You're all at a total of 7,000, but so that will bring you to rank 2 if you spend it all.
Nice.
Wait, how much more do we get?
I gave you all 500, at least 500 experience. So you're all at 7,000 total. So pretty much whatever you have left remaining is what you need to spend in rank 1 to get to rank 2.
Okay.
So essentially you all are leveling up, but yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing a no XP spent run. I'm just gonna stay base stats the entire game. Hard mode. Some of us don't embrace the cheese like Paul does.
Motikas love cheese.
That they friggin' do.
Well, I've learned the secret to taking him out. I mean, he can melt the gun all he wants or multi-melt all he wants, but I just have to push him out into space and.
Yes, accurate.
And the best part is, Paul, sometimes I can't tell if you're doing the voice or not. Yes, accurate.
Nice.
I'm not wrong.
Think it's worth taking armorer as a skill.
Armor
Not
or
sure.
armorer?
Armorer. Or for trade armorer. Like, it seems very niche. I don't know if that would ever get used.
Niche. We are the knights who say niche.
All right. Well, I'm probably gonna drop off here soon.
Okay.
All right, man.
I got the event out on Discord already,
You
so
really gotta wait a month?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
Combination of me and Phil.
all right.
Indeed. Good night, everyone.
Hey, we had like a.